We usually warm up before this.
Yeah.
This guy just wants to get in there. I don't know. The warm up is essential though. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just go in. My name is Darwin J. Here with Christian Ortiz.
My name is Christian Ortiz, and we got a special guest. Say your fucking name, Dork. Dork is here. Special guest Dork Hernandez. No, it's
Sebastian Hernandez.
Sebastian Hernandez.
What's me?
The GOAT. What's her name? Yeah.
You know you're actually his idol, right? He called you a nerd, and he's talked about you. He's talked really good about you at least 5 times.
Yeah, like
there's a few guys out there that I feel like they respect me. Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah,
because you know how shitty would it be if people were like, "Yeah, I don't really like that guy." You know?
We were talking about people that don't like you before we got here. We were on the car ride. We were talking about like, who do you think doesn't like you?
Yeah, and I was like, we had to stop talking about your grandma for a minute. No, I'm just kidding. Grandma.
Boom.
I think both of my grandmas. One of them has dementia, but she still remembers to hate me.
She remembers to hate you. Damn, that's fucked up. Anyways, now I'm just imagining a scene of like, Grandma, this is your fucking da-da-da. She's like, no, it's not that piece of shit, Sebastian. Like, we're on a sailboat. We're on this or that. Like, no, we're not. We're Sebastian. Anyways, shout out Sebastian.
Remember, Grandma? This is the kid you love so much. I hate that Sebastian kid.
What was it called? What was I going to say?
Shit.
I don't think my grandparents hate me, but I just know they don't really love me because I don't speak Spanish and they don't speak English. So I've never had a conversation with them. Yeah, it sucks. And I'll like call my grandma on her birthday. I'm like, oh, feliz cumpleaños. Like, thank you, bye. And like,
welcome to the 504 with these fake Puerto Ricans here that don't even speak Spanish. You guys didn't even say Missy in school.
Saying
Missy.
Oh, we're not mitas for real.
Yeah, that's like
what they call the teachers.
Yeah.
Mister. Missy.
Mitas.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah, not well, but yeah.
Okay.
I understand it.
Yeah. I don't.
I've always been able to understand it. I've always had a hard time to speak it. That's just me.
Okay.
I think I have that brain, whatever. You know, like some people get one thing, but they don't get the other.
Yeah. I didn't meet my grandma.
You know what I mean?
I didn't meet my grandma until I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
And when I met her, I didn't know she was like kind of deaf.
Yeah.
So, like I just appeared in her front door looking for my dad because my dad was at her house. And I go over, I knock on the door, and I'm looking for my father. And then she goes, what do you want? I'm like trying to tell her in a really low voice because I'm not confident because I have to speak to her in Spanish. I'm your son's son. And she goes, what do you want? She's like, I don't want to buy anything. What are you trying to sell me? She's like, get the fuck out of here, kid.
Damn.
And that's how I met my grandma.
Shout out grandma.
And then the whole time she knew.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I know exacexactly who you are.
I hate your mom.
she's like, who are you? And then she talks to your mom or whatever. Like, fuck, your kid's a bitch. Like,
she's just punking me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Grandparents.
Did your mom ever punk you?
Punk me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like pretend to have dementia? Like
no, like your mom. Like your mom ever like
prank?
No, like just punk you, like treat you like a
bitch or whatever.
Like a bitch, yeah.
No, my mom like loves me or whatever. I don't know. I mean,
I've been bullied by my parents. Yeah,
I've been disciplined, but like I wouldn't say my mom's like a bully or nothing.
Bullied how?
Just like neglect, you know.
Damn.
No, I'm kidding. I've had moments where like, yeah, my parents will like, you know, you'll feel it inside. Like, you ever feel that? Like, you're like when you feel like something's off.
No, because I'm not a bitch.
Shut the.
No, I'm just playing around. I got bullied by both my parents.
You've been bullied. Everybody's been like.
By my parents specifically. I didn't get bullied in real life because my parents bullied me.
Oh, okay. Your parents were your first bullies.
Yeah, my parents and my older siblings.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
My older brother would pick on me a little bit, but that's like older brother stuff.
It got bad when I like turned 14. Like I like pretty big. Like I got bigger than them.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh no, Darwin's here," and I would get angry, and they thought I was gonna like just kill the house.
Yeah.
I got jumped by my my family.
Jumped?
Yeah. Like one time, my mom threw a Gatorade bottle at my face, and I blocked it.
Nice.
She was like, he was like, "Oh no, he tried to kill me. Did you see that?" And I was like, "I didn't try to kill you. I just blocked the Gatorade bottle." And then like my father grabbed one hand and my brother grabbed the other arm, and she just started slapping me and wailing.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, they always do that. I've seen that happen to my cousin. where like he was getting beat by his mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I was witnessing it, and then he started like
Protect
blocking,
himself.
and then she just got madder.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "How dare you?" I'm like watching it like he doesn't want to get hit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's just like a Hispanic thing, though. I think back then, like both of my parents, they tell me, and I don't know if this is like I wasn't there, right? But they both tell me that they got severely.
Is he in the frame, by the way?
Am I in the frame?
He in the frame because he's
Yeah.
leaning
I
back.
I mean, I'll double check, but yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your story.
No, that both of my parents, they tell me that they both got really fucked up. Like they both got really abused. Sorry. As children, and I don't know whether or not to believe it. I'm sure they did, but sometimes they'll like tell me some wild shit. Like, oh yeah, like my dad's dad used to like hit him in the head all the time for like nothing, stupid shit. And like my mom's dad, she said that one time he like put out like different things and was like, look, this is what you're gonna, you pick your poison. I'm gonna beat you with one of these things.
Yeah, like a
It's just crazy.
belt,
I
shoe.
mean, that's psychotic.
Yeah.
But it was regular back then.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. My mom talks about how she got like beat by her. Like she said, her dad was like an animal. He would just beat everybody senseless.
Yeah.
They don't tell me how they got beat though. They mainly tell me how I'm ungrateful. They're like, when I was your age, I was so grateful. Like my dad one time wanted me to wash his car.
Yeah.
He was like, when I was your age, I washed my horse and my dad's horse. And I'm like, what am I?
Fucking Mexican? Nah. Horse?
Yeah.
What's up?
Horse. What the fuck?
They had horses back then. I don't know.
Where are you from again? I'm sorry.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua?
Yeah.
All right.
How long were you there?
Till I was 4.
Okay.
Okay. Can you ride a horse?
I've ridden a horse. I'm not like proficient at riding horses.
Okay. What's it called?
Horses are cool.
I like horses. I
They're
think
cool.
pretty cool.
Are they cool? I've never,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I'd be
fun.
scared of a horse. It might bite my finger or some shit.
I think this is an untouched topic in the podcast. We never talked about our love for animals. You actually do love animals.
I do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. It's weird. I like them a lot. I feel like I get lucky too. Every time I'm out with a what? I'm just saying. Every time I'm out with a girl, I always end up seeing some kind of wildlife.
Yeah.
Like last time I went to Blanchard Park with the girl that I'm messing with right now, and we saw a fucking gator. You know what I mean?
Saw a
I'm
gator
like,
in
let me go to
Florida.
let's go to the dam and check it out because it's a dam and dams are cool. And yeah, big ass gator was just in the water. He was missing part of his tail and everything. But every time, like one time I went to a girl to the springs, and then there was otters, and we were swimming with otters. Like it was lit.
Wakaiba otter swam right by my head.
You seen that, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking
I was
dope.
there that day.
Was that you?
No.
That was really you?
I feel like animals help you out a lot. It's probably better they see you around animals than a waiter.
Right. That's actually
they judge you off
that's a
that.
good point.
They judge you how like you do around animals and like or like other human beings.
Yeah, one time a bee landed on the girl that I was with, and I said, "Don't move, there's a bee on you." And she almost panicked. I'm like, "Relax, it's a bee." And then I picked it off of her and let it fly away, and that got her.
Yeah.
She was like, "I like that." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, I don't know.
You're one with nature.
Yeah.
Sebastian. That is. He's like a
What the
shepherd.
fuck?
Sebastian the shepherd. What the shit?
I wish it's never like it's always wild animals that are chill and always like domestic ones that are not that fun. You ever notice that?
Like you don't like dogs and cats or whatever.
They're just annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if it's in her house. If she has a dog, it's the worst.
But yeah, I feel bad for the dog.
Me
always.
too.
Ma's like, you have no idea. This girl sucks.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I made a joke about my girl's dog 'cause she has a husky, and I saw this video of like an Italian who owned a husky, and the dog was speaking like not speaking Italian, but like
Understood Italian.
but yeah,
Barking-
but like
barking Italian or like
yeah, it was like barking, like it was like literally
Woof.
she would like excuse, and the dog would be like woof, woof, woof. And I sent it to her. I was like, that's funny, right? She's like, yeah, that's funny. I'm like, that's crazy 'cause your dog speaks you too. And she's like, how? Because they're always like, fuck you, Christian. Anyways,
What? Wait, what?
'cause all her dogs be yelling and shit, and she'd be yelling. That was the joke. The joke is that she
She yells
yells,
too much, yeah.
and that the
That was
the
an
dogs
insider.
be yelling.
That's what a dog does when they bark. It's just them yelling.
Yeah.
It was
screaming.
it was Bill Burr's bit, right, where he's
stressing
talking
out.
about how
Yeah.
he was like, you've like amped this pit bull up the whole day. Of course, it's gonna like attack someone. 'Cause
I
you're
know.
just-
Yeah.
It just sees you yelling at the TV. that like that's what it's gonna do when it sees anyone else.
Yeah. They're like, why is the dog psychotic? Because the owner is a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know who Brian Regan is?
Yes.
Yes.
He's
We talked about him a lot of podcasts. Podcast. Rudy
Last
brought him up.
podcast.
Last podcast.
That's cool. He has a good dog joke where he's basically talking about how dogs in the middle of the night, they're barking, and then he does like the dog. He goes like, hey. And then like a dog across the street, hey. And then they, hey. That's what they're doing. They're just barking at each other.
That's Brian Regan. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
because they're not conversing. They're not like, oh, what'd you think about the new Kendrick album? They're just like, noise, noise,
Yeah.
noise.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, I've always thought that if animals could talk, it would be like, it would probably sound.
Does he expand upon it? Because it would be funny. He was like, "Hey, you shut up! No, you shut up! Shut up! Shut up!"
I think it's something like
Yeah,
that. I think though that if they could talk, it wouldn't impress anybody. It'd be pretty like standard.
Yeah,
Is it impressive when a parakeet talks?
Yeah.
it's fun.
Is it?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen that?
I used to have a parakeet. I don't like it.
You don't like it? It was too chatty.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to sleep. It only wants to talk when I want to sleep.
Darwin.
Darwin, fuck you.
Yeah, you think they know more than they actually do too. Like we're like we project a lot. Like sometimes you'll see a dog do something you think is genius, but it's just like it just lucked
I
out.
know.
I got outsmarted by a dog once.
Why? What?
I was like taking care of a Frenchie, and I wasn't supposed to like let it like drink water on its own because it'll try to drown.
Yeah.
And
What an idiot.
well, the Frenchies are the dumbest dogs, which speaks a lot to me because I got a smart about one. All right, so like there was like a puddle, and I'm like looking at the puddle, and I see it like look at it, and I'm like, he's trying to outsmart me. So I go, and I grab his leash, and like I pretend like I'm gonna let the leash go to see if he runs, and then he ran. I'm like, ha, I got you, you dumbass. And then later I let my guard down. He went to it anyways. He just had more patience than me. Smart dog.
Yeah.
Fucking dogs, man.
Dogs. I can't really think of it. Alright, so I go back to getting beat or whatever. I'm a bitch. I didn't get beat as a kid or anything. But like my brother did something really mean one time. I was like trying to talk to him, and I was like, hey, can I tell you something? And he was just laying in bed, and I was like, hey, I went up to his face to tell him something that I was excited about, and then he just like looked at me and then just sneezed in my face. And then just went back to like watching TV. And I'm such a bitch. I was just like, and I just left. Thought I'd share that with you.
I don't think that was like a bitch move, but
That's funny.
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's the most like disrespectful thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah, like I don't know.
That's the worst you got?
Probably. I mean, I do have a scar because I got like punched in the face one time. But
Really?
that's just the most like disrespectful.
By
thing.
who?
By my brother.
Okay.
That's like I've been beaten up by my brother, but I feel like that's the most disrespectful is getting sneezed in the face and like not saying anything, not like
So funny.
like fuck you, I sneezed your face, just like achoo.
My brother used
Like,
to
just ignoring it.
my brother used to gut check me over the television.
You just punch you in the stomach.
Like we would like be like fighting over TV, and then to call it like, and he'll gut check me, and then you know how in cartoons I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll do that too, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would do shit like he would like if I was watching something and he didn't want to watch it, he would play like shit that would annoy me, like music I didn't like really loudly. Like I used to like the R. Kelly back in the day, and he found like a video of like these white girls singing it horribly, and he just put it on blast next to my ear until I like changed the channel. Good times.
When I was,
Yeah, you had a good relationship.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
that is good times. You know, you don't learn to appreciate those moments. You know,
Appreciate those moments.
you gotta appreciate those moments. He's just making you a better person. I actually thought I had to do that to like my younger siblings.
You would bully your younger
I
siblings?
didn't, but they were scared of me for like a bit, but I did think I like bully them so they wouldn't like be. You should have looked that way, Sebi. You looked the wrong way.
Why?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Adi.
There's broads this way. They go to the
There's
gym.
broads that way. What
Really?
the fuck? There's somebody at the pool.
Nah, it was better that way because you have a clear vision that way. You can't see anything
I
back.
got distracted.
All right, either or.
My bad.
When do you think you stop being the good guy?
The good guy?
Yeah.
See, nowadays I don't even believe in good,
Really?
so I don't even know what that is. 'Cause when you look back, you don't like what is good.
You don't think people have shown you kindness and goodness?
That's good. That's good.
Uh-huh.
But like they are also people are always going to be capable of the other stuff, you know.
Definitely. Definitely.
I mean?
But I think you're taking for granted like the kindness people show you and like the
Oh yeah. I always do.
The opportunities, like getting on this
Take it for
podcast. No, I'm just kidding. But
I think that's something I learned recently, how to be grateful.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm being grateful, but then also like, fuck it, you know. Like
I don't know.
fuck them. I don't know.
What
I'm not
what do
them.
you like? 'Cause how much grateful, like, what are you gonna do every day? Thank you to everybody.
You can't like be
Or
that
what do you
grateful,
mean?
but like being grateful is just
What am I, Muslim? Like, 'cause they pray 5 times a day.
Oh,
Anyways,
that's funny. No, but yeah. I think like it's so difficult to like be good just because you constantly think about like, dang, look at all the bad people do and how well they get rewarded. I just started watching Breaking Bad. I was like, I gotta sell drugs. I gotta start selling meth or something. I was watching Breaking Bad and I'm like, man, it's just so hard to like be good and be like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get it. It's like people respect it more 'cause it is harder.
I don't think people respect good. You get rewarded more for just being a bad person.
Selfish?
There's no like, you don't get anything out of being good except for like you could go sleep at night.
Just sleep well.
You just sleep well. That's
That's
the only
about it.
that's the only reward you get from being good.
Why are you sleeping so well nowadays? Well, I always give a homeless guy $1. You know?
sleep like a baby.
I know. Right before you go to sleep, you're like, oh my god, remember that nasty homeless person?
You know, instead of that'd be crazy. Instead of like taking a melatonin, just like going down the street. Here you go.
Yeah, knock out.
Sleeps like a baby. Good conscious.
I don't know, man.
It's like-
It's tough. It's tough. I'm not saying I'm a good guy. I'm just saying like I understand. I understand the fight.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a good guy, but I'll be up at night.
No, I'll be sleeping.
You be sleep?
Yeah, I'll be sleep.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I'm
Yeah,
not as
no.
much a good guy because I used to be able to like control my dreams. What is it called when you control your dreams?
Lucid dreaming.
I used to lucid dream a lot.
What would you do on purpose in your dreams with
I
your
think I would
lucid
just, like,
powers?
I would go to an oasis a lot.
What is an oasis?
Like I would just go to like water paradise. I would go like somewhere where I was swimming.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Fucking-
the images in my head.
Oh, flying. I flew a lot.
Yeah.
What are you imagining, Sebastian?
Just Darwin like going to sleep, and then next thing you know, he opens his eyes. He's like, there's birds everywhere.
He's like butt naked.
Yeah.
Floating.
Yeah. And then when he wants to, he just dives in the water.
It's hard. It's hard to like once you're flying in a dream. It's hard to like land.
That's funny.
Do you crash land in your dream?
Yeah.
It's just,
he's
no,
like,
you just can't land. Like you don't know
and
how
you're like,
to.
fuck, I gotta land.
You don't know how to like press that land button. I don't know.
I never flown in a dream.
Have you
I wish
ever-
I did. That's cool. Sounds cool.
Have you ever lucid dreamed?
Not really. I never had control over it.
I know. Everybody talks about the lucid dream knowledge. Just
Yeah, I don't.
wish I had one. It'd be cool. I'd
I know.
fucking fuck so many fruits or whatever. I don't fucking know what I would do with a lucid dream.
I had a lucid dream where I was like wrestling.
Yeah.
I was like scared of Kane.
Kane.
Yeah, and Undertaker. I
Uh-huh.
was scared of both of them, and I remember like I had a match versus both of them, and I was like, wait, this is a dream. I control my dreams, and then I ended up just like motorboating one of like the women, and I woke up and it felt so real, but it was just my pillow. I was like, why don't you guys? Why don't you guys feel like boobs when I'm awake?
Damn.
That's crazy. So you woke up and you're like,
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck?
You're like suffocating. You're like, I'm in the titty. You're like committing suicide
All
with
of my-
titties.
All of my dreams that I remember are always like mad chaotic.
Really?
They're always super violent and like just destruction. It's like an apocalypse.
That's not what you want to hear from you. People are already scared of you.
Damn.
Nah, man, I have bad thoughts.
That's that's because your life's in chaos. That's what that means.
Is that what?
Your life is in chaos.
No, but like I like maybe because you were saying when did you turn bad or whatever?
When I stopped lucid dreaming, it's just I lost my like.
Oh, when you stopped lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
But you had asked me earlier when I stopped.
When
being
do you stop
good.
being the good guy? Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with family. Like when I realized that like it's not important, sort of.
To be a good guy.
To be
Family's not
that good.
important.
Well, that people that I'm basically reiterating what
I'm not
you
saying you're a
already
bad guy. I was just asking.
No, I know. Where was I going with that? I have no idea.
Family's not important type shit.
Yeah, like when you realize that like family's just family
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like, yeah, they're the closest people related to you,
But
but that's it.
What kind of kindness
You know
has
what I
a
mean?
person that's not your family shown you? What's the kindest thing a person that's not your family?
I don't know.
Because I feel like
women.
I feel
No.
like
One that's sucking my dick. I'm like, damn, you're so nice to me.
damn. Thank you. This is a good deed.
I feel
You're gonna go to sleep real nice tonight. But you,
Yeah.
I sucked Sebastian's dick tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think they think it's a good deed? Because yeah, it would make sense. Like women can't sleep. Women be having trouble sleeping.
I know. 'Cause who does anything for them?
No, because they don't be doing good things. I mean, giving
They
head's a
don't.
nice thing they could do, but I don't think they think that's a good thing.
The only time they fall asleep is after good sex.
Yeah,
That's it.
Mm.
Mm.
You ever have any wet dreams?
Well, like water?
No, not. Do you know what a wet dream? Like you.
he knows what it is.
You know
That's
what a
just
wet dream
his
is.
Humor.
Damn you. Like, have you ever had a dream and then you woke up, you nut in your pants?
No, not really. I've had horny dreams, but not
Horny
like-
dreams.
Yeah, it's always like when I'm with somebody too. I don't know what it is.
It's probably
I have a
just
weird brain.
art imitating life or whatever. Your brain.
Oh, that's true.
Something like that. What was it called? But yeah, I've had wet dreams. I did the thing where you ask someone just to tell your own story. But yeah, I had a wet dream. Sorry, it's a wet dream. But none of my wet dreams are like sexual. It pisses me off. They're all like,
What?
yeah, none of my dreams are like sexual. I had a wet dream where I was just talking to my brother about, you seen that movie Vice? It's about Dick Cheney, and he was like, he was talking to me. He was like, I bet I could play Dick Cheney in a movie. You think so? And then I could feel that I came, and then I was like, yeah, you could play Dick Cheney. And then I woke up.
I don't know.
the
if-
fuck?
Yeah, I
if
don't
that's good.
That's what yeah, you're having all these like emotional ass dreams. I'm like talking to my brother about stupid shit and then in my pants. I don't know.
Wow. It's almost as if that's actually there's a connection. No.
Hey, step bro, you like
Hey,
Dick Cheney?
Yeah. Damn, I'm trying to
Yeah.
bang my Dick Cheney brother. I want to bang
Yeah.
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
If he was
Got
my
Dick in the
brother.
name. And you're like,
Uh,
nah.
Let me Dick.
Maybe it's. I was gonna say maybe it's like you're yearning for a connection with your siblings,
Oh yeah.
and then you finally found one,
Oh.
and now you're like, okay, I can nut, I can nut easier
You
now.
do semen retention?
Do I do semen retention? No.
Okay.
I let it out. I don't believe in it.
Retention?
Like not
Oh my
nutting for
God.
long periods of times. I don't believe in that shit.
I think I went like 21 days one time and I had a wet dream.
Nah.
I think I was dreaming it like I was next to a tree or something too. So that's the weirdest wet dream though.
You nutted next to a tree.
Yeah,
You're
I was like
"Damn,
next
this
to a tree and I
Dick.
just woke up and I was like, oh man.
Yeah. It just makes me angry.
Yeah, I remember I.
Like
Yeah.
semen retention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
no,
get
not semen
angry.
retention. Not that. That didn't make me angry.
Oh.
I remember I did.
That
I
makes me angry.
I remember I held back my
Wet
nut.
dreams make me angry.
I remember I held back my nut when I was like 14 because I was like, if I don't nut, I'll get a girlfriend. That for some reason that was my thinking.
They
And-
did tell you that.
Yeah, but then I feel like a month and a half. I was like, fuck this shit, and I beat my meat and it hurt. I was like, it was like dry. It was like
you
not
went
re-
to no, you
Wow.
OD'd.
I don't know. It was just like not really. It's like it was like if like a fucking I can't like an old
Alright.
metal wheel gets just like dried up and you try to crank it.
What were we talking about
Maybe.
before we went to this? There was like a literally question I wanted.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay. I used to have a dream
Wow.
about like driving into like a lake, and then there just being like a bunch of gators around the lake, and I looked at the meaning to that because it's a reoccurring dream, and
Oh yeah.
it's chaos. Like it means like your life's in chaos and you feel like you don't have control of your life. Anytime you have like a dream about you're in a car and you can't control what's going on, is because you don't have proper control of your life.
Yeah. I mean, what is control?
You can control your life to like a certain degree. I don't have that anymore. You're gonna get us kicked out. This is freaking on video.
What is control?
What
I mean,
is
who's controlling
what is life?
No, I don't know. Control. It's weird 'cause like you think you're in control, but there's so many outside variables that you cannot control. So why not just not control from
I
the
feel
get go?
like all your problems though.
I know they stem from me.
Yeah. No. If this was anyone else, if I was talking to anyone else, I'm like, you're right. There is a lot of variables.
And you're like the one variable. that's you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like the chaos though.
Self control.
I don't know, man. It's good for you sometimes. I like being pressured. I like high pressure situations.
Really?
Yeah. Like when I play video games, I play on the highest difficulty. And then, you know, when I'm doing comedy, I'll fucking do some stupid shit to make it harder for me on stage.
I don't think you do that on purpose either.
I don't think I do it on purpose, but I think subconsciously I might do some shit that I'm not even like
That would fuck
that
your
would
setup.
fuck my shit up because
Yeah.
I'm like that's just me being like
Like,
you
fuck
know,
it. Let me
fuck you.
let me antagonize an
Yeah.
audience member.
It's not, and then afterwards I'm like, what was I thinking? Like,
Yeah.
why did I don't need to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go up and say jokes. But whatever.
Is it just the I don't know.
I think I'm just bored sometimes.
You just bored. Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have like an attraction to like? Let me see if I can overcome something. You're like, if I can get this low, then all I can go is up.
Yeah. I mean, but that's funny because like you imagine thinking that all the time.
Yeah.
You're like, is your life good? No, but like, guess what?
It could
I can only get better.
It can only get.
I could
you're
make
like-
it worse.
like
If
every-
it was
yeah.
good, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, like
oh
every
my
time
God,
you
it
get
would
a little
worse.
bit better, you're like, I need to hit rock bottom because the only place left is the top.
That's like that's funny. People at the top must be so sad. They're
Yeah.
always scared that they're gonna lose everything.
Yeah.
You know? That's
They're
why
alright.
That's why they distance themselves.
They're okay. You know how they sleep? They just get a prescription and go to sleep.
Yeah. I don't know.
They get a prescription and go to sleep. They're all right.
Mm. Eating ass and cutting grass, Darwin.
What is that? What is that just looking for?
I don't know. That's just what's on my door when I walk in the house.
Really?
No,
Okay. Mine's when I walk out my room, it's God help me.
really. God help me. All right.
Wow.
God help
I
you.
wrote that in like a real sad time in my life.
10 out of 10.
Sad time in my life. I wrote
Wow.
that like at a sad time in my life.
You wrote it like yourself
Like I wrote it myself. I wrote it like on this cardboard. I was like, God help me, and I just
on cardboard.
yeah.
Damn, that's
Were you on
hard.
the street or something?
Yes,
I was in my
guys
bedroom.
Live, laugh, love in cardboard. God damn, Darwin.
Was under it. I need help. Please help.
No,
Anything
no.
counts.
Anything helps.
I can't beg.
Fuck it, I'll be honest. I want a beer. Like,
This is something I've never told anyone. What is it? When I went to New York, I
Mhm.
wanted to like not spend any money. I had a lot of money saved up.
Mhm.
So I went to New York, and when I went, I had saved like money, but I didn't want to waste any of my money that I had saved. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna like. I wanted to make it as convenient, obviously, when I went to New York.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm not gonna spend any money. Every money I'm spend in New York, I have to make.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to spend any money, I had to make it. So I spent like 7 days just on the street. I would go to the gym. I had to spend $10. That's the only money I spent. I spent $10 every day to go to the gym because to take a shower. And I had a gym membership, but the gym membership doesn't count in New York. So I spent $10 every day to take a shower in New York. And
Why don't you get a membership in New York?
'cause it's, I don't know how, yeah, I didn't think about that. Let me see what I've saved money. I probably would have saved money.
Probably spent $300 that month if you showered every day, or showered every. Anyways, not to.
Dang, I
You
didn't
could
think
have
about
just
that.
jumped in the river, but
Yeah, bro. What's the being?
But yeah, no, yeah, it's like it's tough to ask for help. I don't think anyone. There's obviously people that were on drugs that were asking for help in New York, but like you don't really see a lot of people like asking for help.
Yeah.
I don't think like it's in me to ask for help.
Mm.
Just solve your problems.
yeah, asking for help is a bitch.
You said what?
asking.
Asking for help is a bitch. Like it makes you feel pretty bad when you're like, please help me, and it's like, okay, just like help yourself.
Do you think it's more of like you can't like maybe it's the fear of rejection, like you're afraid they're gonna say no and they can't help you?
No, I think most of the time people can't help. Can't.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us don't even have the capacity to help like that. Is what I'm learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is tough to help.
And then once you get what you want, you're not gonna want to fucking give anything away.
Yeah, I wanted to offer you a helping hand, but my female cousin, I'm like, Sebastian's good looking. I can't. I don't.
No,
I'm not gonna be home all day.
I can't move in with randos. That's stuck. I can't. I might go to Austin though next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get on Kill Tony.
Yep.
Awesome.
Suck his dick.
I was about to say, yeah, you're like the one Puerto Rican who like couldn't give a fuck less that he said that shit.
It's the whole thing wasn't even like, that was such an embarrassing thing to get mad about.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my opinion,
yeah.
I can't believe that people got mad about that. You know what I mean? Why are you getting mad about that I mean, the rich are fucking us over every day, right?
Mm.
The people in power with money, and then people are like, yeah, but what about that joke?
Yeah, that joke.
Shut the fuck up. Like, we have way bigger problems than jokes to deal with, like, as a fucking race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
kind of like your 9/11. It brought you guys together.
Hmm?
It was kind of like your 9/11. You guys like pulled through together on IG. Like I saw a bunch of posts like, you call this garbage, and it's just like a beautiful like paradise. It kind of was. It's a bad comparison.
Wait, what?
I caught.
No.
Confused.
But he's saying like when that shit happened, Puerto Ricans got together and were like, nah, Puerto Ricans not garbage. It's the shit. And they post pictures or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sebastian's like, I could give a fuck less. Like,
I mean, it's, you want to get mad about Puerto Rico, you know, get mad about the right reasons, not this shit. Like, you want to get mad, you know, fight for independence.
yeah.
And, you know,
You gotta fight.
but I don't know. There's a whole, like, political fucking hoopla in Puerto Rico. It's pretty bad.
Hoopla.
You keep up with their politics over there?
Not too much. I just know a lot of the history,
Really? What's
just behind the scenes, what happened.
the history?
That at one point in the 50s, there was a moment when this one guy, Pedro Albizu Campo, he inspired the whole island to majority vote to be independent. So at one point in history, Puerto Ricans voted to become independent, majority vote. And it didn't happen because of intervention, United States intervention. We came in there and they kind of just silenced all of the leaders of that political party. It's pretty intense. Like the CIA got involved and killed people left and right, fucking with them. Like it's pretty bad. And now we have the people that want to become a state and the people that want to stay a commonwealth, and that's it. It's just been like that forever, and it's going to continue to be like that. They're not, because America doesn't want to take on another state, and they would much rather have us be a commonwealth. Because if we become a state, then we get all these rights and all this stuff, and basically they would have to give us more money, and it's a whole thing. So my idea is like, let's band together, right? Get Bad Bunny to sponsor this military that we're gonna
Yeah.
procure, because we need a military.
Yeah.
And then really go at it. We'll start in the airfields, right? That's the American military. Their power comes from air power, right?
Yeah.
So we start in the airfields. We blow up all the F-15s, get them down, and then we strike.
There's so much Puerto Ricans in this. I don't know how it's gonna work.
That's actually good for the cause.
Oh yeah, we can infiltrate. It's like,
police
secret invasion.
KKK.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You can't fight the KKK if the KKK makes up your military.
Well, no, they would.
I'm talking about the police department. Like the police department can't go against KKK.
Yeah, but the KKK lives in America. like my cousin's a military guy. He's in the army, and he told me if shit goes down, I'm gonna fight for the people. That way, I have a connection. So
and you're like,
so
yeah, fuck kill Tony. I hate that. Can't believe you said that shit.
I don't know. These are like, what are you gonna do though? Like, you know what I mean?
You sound more Cuban than Puerto Rican right now.
You're like, good puppy, my island.
I mean, that shit is harsh. Like, not a lot of people have this weird history, like Hawaiians,
Yeah.
or like
Hawaiians is crazy.
people. You know what I mean? Like, they have this like, oh, they were a fucking place.
Yeah.
And then the United States just kind of is just mine now.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Everyone said it was mine. I think it started with the Dutch. The Dutch said it first.
Right.
Yeah.
This is mine now. That's how they did it. They got there. And this is mine now.
This is mine now.
Yeah. And then now it's literally
This is mine now. I'm sorry.
They literally all live here now. Like all the Polynesians, Hawaiians, they live here. They live in California, Seattle, because they can't afford to live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kicked them out of their own fucking island. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. There's a lot of homeless people in Hawaii. Like,
Really?
Like homeless people. Yeah. It's like tents along the beach and stuff. Like a lot of homeless people, they're like, if their life's shit, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get all my money and just be homeless in Hawaii.
In
Type
California,
shit. And it's a good. I would be homeless in
Better
Hawaii.
there than
Yeah. It's like Florida, but like it's not humid hot. It's just sunny hot
Mhm.
and like just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
It's Hawaii.
Hawaii's fucking dope. It's expensive, but there's surf.
you guys ever
Space
heard about
Force.
living on a boat?
heard about it. Yeah.
We heard about it. Yeah, of course.
It's like right now.
Some homeless people live on boats where when you live on a boat, you don't really need to pay taxes, and you're like international water, so you're technically like not property of the United States.
Oh.
Yeah.
So sometimes in California, there's a lot of people that live on boats, and they don't really pay taxes. And the rich people that live off, what's the tech thing in California?
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. The rich people from Silicon Valley kind of hate seeing these boats because they know there's homeless people living in there, and like they want to say excuses like, they'll get drunk and they'll like come on my property or something like that.
I know.
So they're like they lobbied against people living on boats, and now they have like police kind of like harassing them anytime like they see a boat that's like let's say they go out to go buy groceries, they'll like take the boat, confiscate it, and then go destroy it.
Oh wow. They'll do it like behind the back of the.
Yeah, like they're like if there's a ship, because technically like because international waters, I think there's like a rule like if a ship's abandoned, you could like take it and claim it as your own. So like the police department's doing is just destroying it.
That's messed up. I don't know.
Homeless people have a heart too, man.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a good point.
Homeless people is the Navy.
Everyone think homeless people, yeah.
People are like, "Oh, I got it hard." Like, yeah, try that.
Homeless people kind of. You ever watch Game of Thrones?
Nah.
Okay.
I watched like the first couple episodes. I couldn't get into it.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was good too.
It looks good.
Mm.
It's like dragons and shit. Yeah.
It's expensive. It looks pretty, but I don't know.
There's like
Fucking nerd shit.
there's like all right, nerds. Never watched Star Wars. You
What?
weebs.
You know, it's some good nerd shit right now. Arcane. You should watch Arcane.
What, I don't know. I'm watching Breaking Bad right now.
Breaking Bad's good.
Breaking Bad's the.
Better Call Saul is better.
You think Better Call Saul's better?
Yeah.
Why you say that, man? That's
Fucking
interesting.
interesting.
It is fucking interesting. It's got one more season. It's about lawyers and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I like it better. I don't know. I tried it. I did it in reverse, where I saw Better Call Saul first, and then I went back to watch Breaking Bad after.
Oh, shit.
And Breaking Bad is like, it's kind of like a fantasy story, right? Where the main character, he's a piece of shit. Not a piece of shit, but like he's a
normal
nobody.
guy. He's a
you know?
normie, yeah.
And then what saves him is that he's a chemist, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna become a millionaire from
Selling a meth.
you know. And it's kind of a fantasy. It's like whoever wrote it was probably thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like
You think Better Call Saul's more grounded?
It's more grounded.
It's a lawyer. Like
Because
a
it's about
lawyer
lawyer shit.
exists.
You learn a little bit about
The law.
like, the law and stuff when you watch it. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
You've seen Mel Selling. You live in St. Cloud.
Yeah.
Do you feel like any of them are chemists?
No, did I ever think about being a chemist?
Do you think any of them are chemists?
Mess
In their
people-
own way,
No.
man.
They're
I
like
had a chemistry teacher like that. Who told me about that? He thought of it.
He thought
Oh.
about making meth.
Yeah, about like being a drug guy because
Okay.
he knew how to make it. And
Really?
he was like, yeah, it's not hard to do.
Really?
And I'm like, but you get if you make that.
What are you
shit-
talking about, Mr. White? No.
Yeah, no. He was a sketchy guy too, because he was one of the only teachers I saw that had like crashed out in class, which is pretty funny. Like
Crashed out?
bro, he had a meter stick, and because we weren't listening and he was having a hard time wrangling everybody, he like fucking snapped it in front of all of us, and like he lost his job like the year after. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. Mr. Matthews. I'll
Shout out
never
Mr.
forget him.
Matthews.
Shout out Mr. Matthews.
Shout out Mr. Matthews, man.
I met him at a bar. The first job I worked at, I was working at a bar, and he came in one day, and he was like, I'm like, oh my God, it's Mr. Matthews, and he's like, yeah, I'm living in my car, and blah blah blah. I'm like, God
Holy
damn.
fuck.
you admit all that.
God damn.
I mean, we were cool. Like he was close with me. He had me.
Jesus Christ.
He was cool. Like he let me.
What grade did you teach?
It was high school. It was I was a junior when I took chemistry.
Okay.
And then, but yeah, he was cool. He let me. I started my own club in high school called Darwin's Finches, and it was an atheist club
Oh my
where
God.
I was trying to get people to come to basically like I was starting.
You're reverse
You're
Christianity.
starting
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I was like, let me
You're like-
do a church in school,
you're
but
like,
like,
what's this,
it's
like-
not church.
God isn't real. Changed my mind. Like the Steven Crowder thing.
I know it was the most like ridiculous thing. I even had them doing it on the announcements. I would show up to the fucking thing and be like, "Hey, remember to say the club, okay, please." And they would be like, "Oh, and Darwin's Finches, Mr. Matthews after school," and I'd be like, "Yeah." And then like
What the?
3 people showed up.
I was about to say, what is this club? What do you do in atheist club? Like,
I was just trying to like. I think I was just my ego so like, oh my god, you know. And at the time, I was like, oh no, we're just gonna talk shit about religion the whole time. We're just gonna fucking shit on the whole club.
And if any religious people come, we're gonna be like, you're wrong, bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
exactly.
That's all you.
That was the point of it.
But then some fucking nerd was like, "You believe in God?" Like, no, me too.
Yeah,
Alright.
Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. That's what it was.
It's like,
yeah, nobody.
It's like, so when you die, there's nothing, right? He's like, yeah.
It was really like embarrassing, to be honest. Like looking back, it was really embarrassing.
Damn.
Cause like I when I was in high school, I was like an anti-theist, like a militant anti-theist.
I might have showed up if we were juniors at the same time. When I was a junior, that's when I started going to church. And when I started going to church, I met every single atheist at the school.
That's crazy. What, at church?
No, at the school, because you know, I naturally debate. Like I naturally get into debates.
So you were all of a sudden all these people would pop up and you'd be like, oh, let me talk to them about it.
They would just debate me. Like I made a post one time where it was like Jesus the answer to everything, because you know Christian people say that all the time, right? Jesus the answer to everything, and someone wrote 2 + 2 = Jesus. Like he was trying to be smart, like
yeah.
Oh, that's silly.
Got him.
And then I was just like, yeah, you're right. You know, if you put 2 this way and put 2 this way, it looks like a fish, and the fish represents Jesus.
Damn.
That's where it comes from.
Damn, you fucking got us.
Thanks.
2 + 2 is Jesus.
I remember.
Yeah. Put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Equals fish.
Because it is. It's a.
Yeah. That's
Doom,
fucked
doom.
up.
Is that where that comes from?
No.
What is this fish? I don't never.
The fish was
I don't know what
the
the fish
atheist
is.
guy actually taught me. He was a really smart atheist. The atheist told me that like back in the day, people like weren't allowed to say they were Christian, so they would draw on the sand like half of the fish, like half of the heart, and then to show that you were Christian, you would draw the other half, and that's where the fish came from.
Oh, kind of like I can't say it, so let's do it on like quiet. That's interesting.
Yeah, there was one time I was knocking on doors because we were witnessing the people about like to come to our church, and this guy was like, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in that, I believe in science, something like this. And then I introduced myself, I'm like, hey, my name is Darwin. He's like, Darwin, you're a smart man. I was like, I know, I believe in God.
That is ironic as hell. Your name is Darwin.
Yeah.
And you do that.
That's funny. Your name is Darwin. You believe in God. My name is Christian. I don't believe in God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The irony in this podcast right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I looked up your name. Your
What
name
is it?
came from a martyr.
A martyr?
It's a Christian thing, right?
A martyr is a person that died like for the belief of Christianity.
He's a martyr.
Yeah.
I know he was a Christian. He was a Christian.
He got killed by one of the empires that they didn't want someone to be Christian, and then he was one of the martyrs.
Was it because I know back then it wasn't even like about. It was like different kinds of Christianity. You know what I mean? Like they were like.
Well, this was
like
before they
Europe.
were allowed to be Christian. There's a martyr.
Allowed to be Christians.
Yeah, like there's a point where you weren't allowed to be Christian.
Oh.
But one of the martyrs I look up to is called John Huss, and he like stood up to like what's this guy's name? Martin
Lawrence.
Martin Luther?
Martin of Arabia.
Yeah, Martin Luther. He's the one that posted in front of the Catholic Church that you guys are doing all these things and you're doing all these things.
Oh, that
started
paper?
the Lutheran Church. Yeah.
That where he put all the stuff he wanted to change.
Yeah.
And they like fucking did they find his ass?
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was also someone
Got
that
his ass?
So
They got his ass.
the Lutheran Church came from him, but there was another one called
Yeah.
John Huss, and John Huss was pretty much like he was teaching his own things, and they didn't like what he was teaching,
Right.
and they decided to burn him alive. And when he was burning, he was singing like church hymns.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's dedication, man.
That is dedication.
Fuck.
One of my favorite ones. Cause it's.
I mean, is it worth it at that point? But anyway.
No, but that's the thing. It's like it's you struggle to like be like what you think is a good person because it's like dang, there's no reward for this here.
Right.
Like he got burnt alive. There's no reward for that.
No, that is the reward. If it
Being burnt alive.
Being burnt alive.
Oh man,
The sweet release of death. I guess. I don't know.
it's
Yeah, I don't
stuff
know.
out here. You over here fake smoking.
Like smoking, trying to hit this shit, bro.
Yeah, but I would have showed up. I probably would have showed up to your atheist club trying to like see what
I
was
don't
up.
know. I had 3 people show up. One of them was a young kid who was like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I just want to talk about it." And then he never came back. And then I had another.
Lost all your followers immediately.
Damn.
I had one girl come in.
I was about to say, you about any biddies you pulled?
No, one girl came in. Now that I'm looking back, I'm thinking like, oh, she probably liked me or something.
Mm.
But she had a brother who was like I think retarded or something. Like mentally.
Yeah,
whatever.
I know. Fucking no, Sebastian.
Yeah, not just the base.
No, he wasn't like. He was like, no. God damn it.
She like confronted me about it. She said like, "Oh, is this like God's fault or whatever?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"No, it's just whatever.
just fucking retarded.
Genetics.
Just
Your
genetics,
parents have
yeah.
weak genetics.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know if I
wanna
should
say
make
it.
that joke either. I should.
No, I mean it's you know.
I don't know. It's just random.
Your
Yeah.
parents were too closely related.
Who knows? That was weird though, 'cause I knew her brother in wrestling.
The retarded one?
Yeah, he wasn't retarded.
What?
I don't believe people anymore when they say that they're like
What?
acoustic or whatever.
Acoustic.
I mean, not
Autistic.
Wait a minute. So you wrestled a retarded guy?
No, I didn't.
You mean he beat the shit out of you, and that's like you can't come and beat the shit out of me?
I'm like this guy's pretty strong.
Oh, he's not that retarded.
What kind of strength is this? They call this strength what?
yeah.
Damn, none of you guys are retarded strength.
You used to wrestle, Seba?
Yeah, I did wrestling in high school.
That's great.
2 years at sophomore, junior in
Okay. Were you any good?
wrestling. No, I went to districts. I think I almost made it to regionals, but like I lost on like technicality. I wasn't that good at wrestling.
Yeah.
I was really good at swimming and track. I went to
Okay.
states for swimming every year in high school, and then track I went to regionals every year.
Mm.
And I'm sucking my own dick here, but when I was there,
We live in the high school days. Must nothing good be going on today, huh?
yeah, this sucks. I definitely peaked in high school.
Yeah.
That's sad. Nobody showed us your atheist meeting too, so it's like your peak
No,
wasn't that high.
It's hard out here.
Well, I mean physically.
Oh, okay.
Mentally, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm not as smart as I used to be. I used to like
Really?
read a lot. Yeah, I think it's harder for me to like keep information on hold. Like I used to just like pop out any kind of information I would learn.
Really?
Yeah, the other day I was even trying to Google how to like calculate slope without the
Calculate slope.
without like no calculate. You know how slope is just the y-intercept. Oh no, it's calculate the y-intercept without it having a zero.
The missing side of the triangle.
No, that's the line.
I forget what slope is.
The line is y equals mx plus b.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
B-
slopes. I
B-
know the two slopes.
B is B is the y-intercept. But when you don't have the y-intercept, like you have to calculate it some way. And I forgot the formula. I was trying to like.
Wait, don't you have a math degree?
Wow.
Hey,
Is your
besides
degree
the
in
point. Yeah, I was good at math. All right,
Wow.
but I remember. You guys know what backsliding is?
Backsliding, like
Backsliding?
doing bad in life?
Backsliding in like Christianity is when like you
Like sin?
when you're like Christian, you're supposed to be
Never
living for
heard of
God,
that.
and when you're backsliding is when you're doing anything outside of God's will.
Yeah.
I remember in my junior year when I was like sort of like struggling, where I was like inviting this girl over to come over to my house.
Yeah.
I was like, so I was technically backsliding, but I was in church and I'm inviting this girl to come over, and I'm like, she's about to. I knew she was easy, so
She's about to slide on your back.
yeah. That's what it was. She was about to slide on her back. But either way, so I had her coming over, and then I remember she would like go to church, and I'm like talking to her about it. I was like, "You go to church, right?" She was like, "Yeah, but I didn't like to." And then she like admitted to me that she was an atheist and didn't believe we got it all. I was
Oh
like,
wow.
"It's like, don't even come over."
Damn.
I got mad.
You are like, fuck this
Damn.
bitch. That's crazy.
You're
I definitely
fucking-
I think my high school girlfriend, we met in middle school,
Mhm.
and then in high school I used to go to her youth groups to like hang out.
Oh.
I'd go to youth group to hang out.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I think I convinced her to like get out of it
Damn.
slowly but surely.
Damn.
I was like, this is not the place. I mean, it was fun to hang out. They like gave you food and we would play games. You know,
Give
it's
you
fun.
bread and wine, and then you fucking.
Yeah.
Somehow it's easier to get with you now after the wine's in us.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually blasphemous.
Did-
Forgive me, Jesus.
Damn. Did she ever,
Forgive me, Jesus.
Yeah, because the wine's supposed to be sacred. I'm over here made a wine joke.
I mean, I don't know.
Alright.
I think if there is a God, he's probably funny.
he's probably funny.
He's probably a funny
He's
guy.
probably like, hey, you saw that fucking that hurricane? That was me. They were like, oh, I'm gonna have a good day today. Wow, fuck
Yeah.
that. Fuck their whole day.
He's like, they think it's global warming. I'm just turning up the heat. I'm just
Low-key.
turning up the heat.
They're like, I don't know. If God is like watching, I feel like there's way more out there, and we're just like, oh shit, Earth. Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is like, if there is a God that cares about us, what about the rest of the goddamn universe?
The
You know what I mean?
aliens and
Like,
shit, like
do they have their God or?
yeah, like we think God is like some white dude with a beard.
Well,
or
then
whatever.
that's calculating there's aliens. What if there's no aliens?
That's the thing is there might not be, right?
There might not be.
That'd be wild.
This could
In that
all.
case, I like that better. That there's no aliens, because that means this is our universe. This is ours, and we're gonna conquer it
Yeah.
and enslave
What-
anybody who gets in the way. I'm just saying.
This is us.
It's just, no. It could, if
Have
it
you read
is us.
Sapien? Have you read Sapien?
Who?
I've heard the name though.
Sapien is this book where like
From
it tries
Hellboy?
it tries to go like through the history.
Abe Sapien.
It tries to go through the history of Earth, and there's like two theories.
Yeah.
One theory is that we like mix with all the other human, like Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, that we mix with all of them, Homo Neanderthal.
Pause.
And then another one is that we're Homo sapiens and we destroyed and genocided all the other Homo
That's
creatures.
a possibility. I mean, it's more likely that we did that, and I think so. If we mixed, I mean, that's one thing, but also, like, think about how we act now. Like, we kill everybody. We kill a lot of people every day. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out
That we genocided?
that we just killed everything. Yeah, because there's also the Great Dying or whatever, like when all those big animals left, and it just so happens to be around the time that humans evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Like mammoths were a thing. All these big animals from back then used to be around. And around the time humans evolved, they all suddenly started disappearing. Like, we just kill shit. That's what we do.
Well, part of that is due to like the temperature change. Like the temperature during cold
Yeah.
allowed them to breed bigger and be
There's
bigger.
different theories. That's one of them, is that it was the environment. But I'm leaning towards we just fucked everybody up. Like, I think that's probably more likely what happened.
Yeah.
Not because we weren't even supposed to like. I think they one of the theories is that we're like actually pussy and we can fuck anything up. Cause
I don't know, bro.
Cause we have this whole thing about how we fucked up like tigers and lions,
Yeah.
but we don't eat tigers and lions because we were scared of them. We ate what was weak. And
Well, we
easy to
ate
kill.
yeah, but like if you have a village and then like a tiger takes your baby, you're not gonna be like, man, fuck that tiger, let's get out of here. You're gonna be like, all right, let's band together, find the tiger, skin him, and then show it off to the other village. Like, that's what I would do that.
I wanted to write an anime about that actually, where like
Neanderthal anime.
yeah, where like they
That'd be
they showed rank by like the animal skin that they wore.
That's cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I
That
appreciate
is dope. Imagine like you're rocking the mammoth jacket.
that.
You're rocking the mammoth, like, yeah, bro.
Gets all the hoes. Look at this guy. He got the mammoth.
You're like,
Provide for the whole village.
this is deer. It's decent deer. Okay.
Got like a rabbit hat.
Yeah.
his
Pussy.
sidekick's a hater. I don't know why you get all his attention for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even know how to start fire.
The mammoth
Without
doesn't
me-
even fit him. He's just like walking around. It's like
Giant skin.
mammoth size skin. He's like,
It's dragging everywhere.
That
Like,
might be a cool
killed
weapon,
that
actually,
shit.
A mammoth tusk.
killed it a year ago,
Yeah.
but I killed it. He got hose.
That'd be a cool weapon, a mammoth tusk.
Nasty
mammoth
weapon.
tusk.
Yeah. They might have done that. I know they made stuff out of bones. That's
Yeah.
for sure. They made tents out of mammoth tusks. Like, you seen that shit?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, like
Yeah.
this rib cage or whatever.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing. I played Skyrim. I know what it is.
Yeah.
But,
They have like they'll dig up the bones and dig up, like what do you call that? Archaeology.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
actually
other
do
stuff.
like Skyrim.
you do like Skyrim?
That's like the only game I like consistently play.
Darwin got
I don't play
hose.
like right now, but
Yeah.
Hose mad, Darwin?
Hmm?
Hose mad?
no, not right now.
Okay.
Not right now.
Not right now.
You never
But
know.
when they see this podcast, bro,
Yeah, it's-
these atheist hoes gonna be mad
Yeah.
because they haven't found God.
I just think I didn't grow up with it, so I think that's why, mostly why.
Mm.
I'm not
Your
with
parents are religious or not? Or they just don't go to
my
church
dad
and
is
stuff?
Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
My mom doesn't care.
Okay.
She just doesn't.
your mom actually told me how like she's not like religious at all.
Yeah, she just
Yeah,
doesn't. She doesn't care. I don't think.
I code switched in front of his mom
Code switch.
Anytime like I talk to an older person, like I like turn master churchy to like show that like I'm not a bad influence on your son.
Okay.
I'm a good person.
I thought you meant you for a second. I thought you were saying you talk black. I was like, why would you?
No, like
yo, what's up?
I get mad.
I was like, what the fuck?
I get real professional and I bring up God a lot.
Okay.
And the whole time his mom's just annoyed that I'm bringing up God, and she's like, I don't believe in God.
Yeah. She doesn't believe in shit.
No.
She does have beliefs though. They're weird.
Like superstitious, like.
No, like she's like she thinks that the universe and like everything's connected. I know that.
That was not so weird.
Huh?
That was not so weird.
With the universe being
Everything's
connected.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I sometimes think of the universe like gears.
Gears.
Like gears.
Gears.
I was about to say gear shifts, but gears.
Gears. Oh, that everything.
Like,
part
you know,
of this big.
Interlinked.
You know how gears, like, when one moves, the other one moves, and the other one moves. Like, the sun's just a big gear in the center. That's why the Earth moves around like this. It's another gear, and then it's just a bigger and bigger gear.
I mean, it does. Like, things that happen in the universe do affect us. Like, Jupiter has a humongous magnetic field, and then a lot of these astronomers, they say that it's the reason why there's life on Earth.
You know, when people check into this podcast and like you on it, they're probably not gonna expect.
Yeah, I was about to say this is one of the more like grimmer Joe Rogan or like just talking about aliens in the universe episodes.
They're not gonna be like, Sebastian.
Yeah,
ladies man.
Yeah, and like Sebastian's on. He's talking about hoes.
This is honestly a big part of why I get pussy. Is I talk about whatever. You know what I mean?
The universe.
You don't.
No, I do.
I've seen you interact.
You pull.
When I'm alone with a girl.
I've seen you interact.
You get broads with universe talk and the world or whatever.
Well, when you can impress them with a fact or whatever, like on a first date.
I'll tell you what.
All right.
You know,
I've seen Sebastian get my nipples hard. This is what it is. Sebastian's just a good time. He'll laugh at everything she says. It'll be like some airheaded idea. Like, don't you think pink looks good? Yeah, it looks the best. It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Sebastian's what do they call it? Gaslighting?
No, that's not gaslighting.
When you're extremely agreeable with someone?
I mean, imagine
it's called a player. No.
Imagine being unagreeable with somebody you want.
Yeah, you gotta just yes and.
I want to see where your thoughts are at. I want to debate a little bit.
Nah,
about what?
We can't be like contrarian or whatever.
I'm a natural contrarian, unfortunately. Like where you tell me something and I think it's dumb, I'm gonna let you know I think it's dumb. I've gotten better at it. I've learned from Sebastian. I'm not gonna tell you it's dumb. I'm gonna figure out why you think this way.
I mean, that's probably like a personality thing.
Yeah,
it's just like, I don't know. It's like giving them a different look, even if you don't necessarily want to.
Because I want to understand, like I want to understand why you think this way, and maybe I do agree with you, but maybe I just had a thought of what you said, and maybe like I disagree. Like when you said your mom thing, the universe, I don't necessarily 100% agree with your mom, but because like I could see where she's coming from, I wanted to see like the whole scope of the thought.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here's the thing. I don't think she puts that much thought into it. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people have beliefs that they don't. That's just what it is. It's just a.
But you said you disagreed with it, so I wanted to see why you disagreed with it.
What, the connecting? Of the universe and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't think there's any spirituality to it.
Not spirituality, but like
what I mean?
I just said a gear thing. That's not spiritual at all.
No, I think I was actually gonna agree with that. The whole like I said, like Jupiter, Mars. All the planets in our solar system, they have a kind of an effect on us. You know, like Jupiter's magnetic field, like I was saying, it's so powerful.
So you're saying this is how you get girls. So you're saying girls are talking about like, they start talking about astrology. It's like, do you know Jupiter has a magnetic field that actually does affect the way you behave? And
well, astrology
right
turns me off, to be honest. Like
you were Sagittarius, Gemini, stuff like that.
'Cause I can't vibe with that. Like I'd rather a girl who's like doesn't care than a girl that's like.
I never believe a girl doesn't care. Every time I meet a girl and she says I don't really believe in it, I don't believe her. And then I tell her something about astrology, and then she's like, "That's so interesting."
Yeah, they just turn back right away.
Yeah. Because they like kind of like us. Like you know how like we kind of like learn to like embrace some stuff that girls do. They like kind of like us. They've embraced like, oh, guys don't like this. Let me not talk about it.
I know. I wish they would just stop talking in general, but. You gotta have conversations, you know. Let
me list of girls you could have possibly been with.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know if you're with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
This is ridiculous. No, but I was close.
Oh.
I think I was close.
You know what? I always think I'm close. So
No.
Michelle Obama.
Somebody said at Austin's the other day, his last joke was like, I don't want to point out the gorilla in the room. Michelle Obama. And then just walks off stage. I was like, that's so fucking stupid.
Was this a comedian or just some random dude who's like, fuck it?
Newer guy. I've been seeing a lot of newer people at Austin's.
Yeah.
Nobody old, though. Nobody old goes to Austin's anymore.
I think they learned a lesson.
Yeah.
How
No,
many
it's
times
just fun, though, sometimes.
How many times we got to teach this lesson? They don't like old people at Austin's.
Well, I mean, like established comics. People who are doing shows. I guess they would rather, like, do Wine Drunk or some other shit than go to Austin's. You know what I mean?
I'd be trying to hit both. It just be tough.
Yeah. But I like Austin's. I think it's a great place.
I think it was like our 5th podcast we talk about Austin.
Austin's. I've only been there.
You're the first one. You're the first one that like brought up in a favorable way, though. Everyone else is kind of like shitted on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Austin's.
I don't know. I don't know why I have a bad rep. I get like a lot of people bomb there, and sometimes it's really quiet. But like when you do well there, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's really rewarding when you do well there.
I bombed there and you were hosting. C went up and murdered, and then I went after and bombed, and you were like, "See, audience, this is the difference between an experienced comedian and a new comedian." But that's all the process.
Yeah, my bad, but
Nah, that's whatevs.
yeah, that's pretty fucky.
It's pretty fucky.
Yeah, but C did exceptionally well.
Yeah, literally, C had did a show earlier and did okay, and then he was like, "I'm gonna go to Austin's and murder." Like,
Yeah,
he was because it was all the material he had already done, so he was like, "I'm gonna fucking."
yeah, that guy's he's getting up there, man.
He's the best type shit.
I think
like,
he just needs exposure. I think he has a thing where it's like he doesn't want to put out stuff. It's like that's stupid. You already go through jokes so quickly, like just fucking. I don't know. That's just my opinion on him. I do love that guy though.
What's the worst you've ever bombed? If you want to talk about it.
I think one time at Bull and Bush, this was starting out. I think I had done well previously, and I was so excited to get back and do it again at Bull and Bush. And I had this.
I remember this vividly.
Was it you? Do you? Anyway,
I remember your excitement before, and then your how you came off the stage.
Yeah, but what made it really like different was that I don't mean to name drop people, but Christoph Jean and Joe Jax, they're like super close, and they were lined up one after the other. Christoph cut in front of me, and I was like about to say something. Then Joe Jax was about to cut in front of me, and then I did say something. And then Joe Jax went behind me, and so I was in between Christoph and Joe Jax. And they're both at the time some of the better comedians in the scene. I'm like, I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm gonna just keep it going. Christoph goes up, and then I go up, and I have the worst. It was like I started talking, and I just forgot everything. I started slurring my words. A minute in, I go like, "All right, guys, I gotta go home and write," and then I'll come back, and I walk off stage like a minute in. Yeah,
damn.
I just kind of took a shit.
Your brain just kind of shat
Oh
itself.
my god, it was so embarrassing.
Damn.
And then what made it worse was that at the time I was looking up to these guys, and then like in between, two great sets is this fucking idiot.
Damn.
But yeah, that was like my most memorable bomb. I bombed a lot though. I've had some fucking
just crickets
pretty bad bombs.
20 I bombed.
You ever thought you didn't bomb and then listen to a replay and like, oh damn, what the freak was I doing?
Oh my god, yeah.
I know.
Took a shot one time. I never drink before going on, and I took a shot, and I was like, damn, I'm like chilling on stage. I'm doing fire. And then I've listened to it, and I was like, oh, I'm like, it's crickets. Crickets. I'm just like,
I don't know what it is. Sometimes that happens though. That happened to me recently at Bull and Bush. I was like, man, I had like one of the best sets.
Yeah.
I listened back to it. I'm like, oh, they're not even laughing that hard.
Yeah. you're like, I could have sworn they were laughing at this point, and then
and
it's like,
nothing.
like the laugh couldn't even get picked up on your microphone. Like whatever laugh you thought you heard is like wasn't a big laugh.
I don't know.
What was it called?
Maybe it's like headspace, like where you are,
Mm-hmm.
head wise.
Yeah.
Maybe like you're like reaching for anything.
You're like,
know?
like I hear an ant laugh. Like that ant totally laughed. And then
Yeah.
it's like dead.
I hate that though when someone's on stage and like this guy gets it.
Yeah.
Don't include him in your bomb. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's trying to survive the night like you.
That is literally the telltale sign of somebody not necessarily bombing, but not realizing that they're bombing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do like telltale signs of bombing though. Like whenever someone goes on stage and then bombs for a minute, it's like, all right, I'm leaving. That's my favorite.
Yeah. I like when I tell a joke and then no one laughs, and I go, it's like, all right, and then I go to the next joke.
Powering through it is
Yeah.
kind of half the battle, I think.
Just
You know.
getting stronger.
Yeah.
I made powering through it like part of my bomb though. I realized my telltale sign is like, oh, I don't care. I'm having fun up here. And I realized I'm like, oh damn, that's my safe haven. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta just stick to material.
Mm. You got a good bombing story, Darwin, or you don't want to expose?
I don't remember my biggest bomb. The only memory that sticks out to me is this girl saying she wanted to throw a tomato at me because I was making fun of hoes or something.
Was that at Austin's?
That was Austin.
When the two bitches got mad at you
Yeah.
for like nothing?
Yeah.
That was funny. I remember that.
She's like, I want to boo you. I was like, go ahead, boo.
That's like that sucks. You're like, I don't care. Boo! And like, fuck you.
Not if you any type of way about her boo. She was like tear-eyed. I was making fun of hoes though. That's what I
You
was
said
doing.
something.
She
Not
thought
even
I
that
called her a
bad.
hoe, but I didn't call her a hoe.
Yeah. You had said some like misogynistic-ish.
Nah.
It wasn't even that bad. Exactly.
me.
You're like,
No,
bitches
I'm
be
just-
shopping.
I'm just denying to deny it. Go ahead.
But you know what I'm saying. Like it wasn't even that bad, and they were like, "Excuse me," you know, kind of attitude.
She had thought she like had personalized it. Like I was talking about her, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this new chick who only shows up to Austin's,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like fucking like mad lefty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she goes up and she goes, clap it up for being a female in a male dominated career. That's how she opens her set.
All right, we know. What you're talking. I don't know, but I've heard it before.
Uh,
All right, that's
Alright.
been this episode. Thanks, Sebastian. Appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
Love ya.
Alright.
Much love.
504. Good night.